Hello everybody. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with us today as we reflect on 2019. And it was almost a year ago that we sat here together discussing what we were about to step into. And today we're looking back and reflecting on the year that we've experienced as a group, as a community in the Full You group, every full moon, and what that actually has meant and how we're going to move forward as a way forward. So thank you.
So Mandy, if we look at just the 2019 year that we framed at the beginning of the year around stepping into love, what in the last, this is now 4 years of us doing this gathering that we offer to people every month, the difference between this year and the 3 years prior was the 3 years prior we were working a lot of the processes that we were doing in the TP here with a letting go.
Yes.
This year, when we announced at the beginning of the year that this year was going to be themed around stepping into love, we didn't do any letting go. We just stepped into that affirmation and we stepped into what it is we are and are becoming. So I noted that that was a distinct difference, and I've been doing this for 19 years and the last 4 years with you. That was a distinct difference for me this 2019, seeing actually what is love. And it's not the romantic side of love, it's the deeper principles of who we are as people, and that the framework of saying that spiritual teachings have said forever, we come from love, and yet our world today has fundamentally forgotten what love is. So the journey of not seeing stepping into love through the lens of anything frivolous and silly, or still having an importance, but the importance needs to be deeper. Love is who you are, and we've forgotten that, which means we've forgotten who we are, and therefore the randomness or the purposelessness of us walking this earth would kind of be justified, because if we don't know who we are, we don't know what we're meant to do.
Sure.
And so when we called this meeting of a heart gathering every month, our processes were dictated by that theme as a call of that authenticity of self to come forward. How to be kinder, how to be a gentler person, not a weak person. Power is our gentleness. It's to re-look at the word power and start realizing the power of love as opposed to the love of power. And our journey about reclaiming in a powerful, gentle way, powerful and gentle being the same in their differences, in unity, around being who we are in this time of distraction and, quite frankly, chaos. And that when we are that love, when we remember we are sovereign soul, when we remember we have great purpose, we can be the eye of the storm. That chaos is around us, and the moment we step out of that chaos into the center of ourselves, we remember who we are. So being the change, which is the Gandhi principle both of us in our own individual ways uphold, and so many do in the world, the change starts within.
I love that session actually, that you, in one of our full use,
Yes.
where we spoke about that eye of the storm. And when you imagine that, the stillness that exists
Gift
within,
of that, and that it is
and
within.
then that isness that becomes, and when you speak of love, how holistic it is,
Yes.
how all-encompassing it is.
Beautiful. Yes.
And it is.
Yes.
It doesn't have to become something. We just have to remember
To be it.
to be.
Because that it is who we are, and that it is love. And we look at the universe by many spiritual teachings that speak around love holds this universe. The power of love holds the universe. And people laugh when they hear that or don't understand that, realizing when we step into it, that is when the transformation happens. That's when we touch this world with beauty, which is actually what our purpose is, not to destroy.
And in that we can envision.
Yes.
the kind of world we wish to see, because
Absolutely.
as much as we are a part of its making in a negative sense,
Yes.
we are able to recreate and re-envision the
Absolutely.
kind of world we know we can have.
And that we are all longing for in
And
different
longing for
ways.
it. Absolutely.
And instead of longing from a level of powerlessness,
Mm.
standing in the power of our love and saying, this is the world,
Absolutely.
this is the way forward, and being that, so that it grows within us and then regenerates this entire planet and our way of isolating ourselves from it. It's time for unity. It's time to remember. It's time to be change, and let it be love. Let it be love. That's who we are.
I want to thank you so much, because I am reminded every time we come into the teepee that we spend a lot of time listening to such beautiful words of wisdom and the guidance that you receive
Right.
and share with us,
Right.
and the processes that you do. But it has also been a very empowering journey to see that that is all for my benefit. It is for me.
Beautiful.
And so
Yes.
thank you very much, because
Thank
that's
you.
something that we sometimes do forget. We think there's this externalized
Mhm.
experience that we're having for another purpose, and to just
Or another
remember-
person.
or another person. But actually everything that
It's for the self. Yes.
we are experiencing, everything we choose to do, how we choose to be, it's for ourselves.
Absolutely. Not selfish.
Not at all.
It's your self-worth. And it's actually why we're here. Because when we become that, we can show others it's possible. Because it surely is. It's the only way. Pure potentiality activated through acceptance of who we are.
Yes.
Love. And when we're that, we radiate light. So we show our way forward by the light of ourselves, activated by love. That is true self-realization. That's why we're here.
So 2019 has been an amazing,
Amazing year.
amazing year, and I feel quite excited about what 2020 is going to bring.
Yeah, hold on to your socks. It's going to be a
Mhm.
great one. 2020 vision, literally.
Mhm.
And we had to have the heart opening to remember, so that we not action what we've come from the heart to know into a world that is needing leadership by each of us. Let that leadership be love.
Very beautiful message. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you.
Good to get together today.
Thank you, everybody who has joined us. Thank you for spending a little time with us now, and we look forward to seeing you in 2020 and to see what it brings, but as a continuation, because the most important thing is love.
Yes.
And to hold that theme that you brought us into
Yes.
this year of activation, and continuously activating that within ourselves and working from that place, has been exquisite from my own
Wonderful.
experience,
Yes.
from my own experience. So we invite you to be here with us.
Thank you, Mandy, for a beautiful world that we all deserve to be with. And that deserves us.
Mm-hmm.
When we're in love, we belong here. We don't without it. That's actually the message. Wow. Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you.